Explain yourself March 4th. Number 1. Cherry blossom forecasts are issued by the Japan Meteorological Agency. The general public can also make a rough forecast for the flowering. They are called the 400-degree rule and the 600-degree rule. What are they? To begin with, cherry blossoms make buds in summer. As you know, cherry blossoms bloom in the spring. The flower babies created in the summer do not bloom immediately. They stay dormant until the winter and wakes up in winter cold. Let's calculate the timing to reach an adequate temperature for the flower buds to start growing as the temperature rises towards spring. The law of 400 degrees Celsius is getting the sum of the daily average temperature from February 1st, and flowering occurs when it reaches 400 degrees Celsius. The idea behind the law of 600 degrees Celsius is getting the sum of the maximum temperatures from February 1st, and the cherry blossoms will bloom when the sum reaches 600 degrees Celsius. Number 2. What is the basis for declaring the cherry blossom? After observation of 96 Yoshino cherry trees designated countrywide, when about 5 cherry blossoms bloom at a certain location, declaration for blossoming is announced. Number 3. Cherry blossoms sometimes bloom out of season. Unseasonable flowering means blooming time differs by more than 1 month from the normal blooming time. Why does it happen? In summer, if the large number of leaves gets eaten by insects or falls due to typhoons, dormant hormones which usually appear during the winter will appear during the summer, resulting in autumn or other unseasonal flowering. Number 4. It is said that there are several millions of Yoshino cherry blossoms, which is a representative cherry variety, all over Japan, but they are all clones with the same DNA. How did they multiply? All were spread nationwide by grafting from a single raw wood. Grafting is a cultivation method when cuts are made into trunk of a tree, which is called a rootstock, as a base, and the trunks or branches of the tree that you want to grow are inserted into this crack. The wound between the rootstock and the inserted tree will be regenerated as a single plant by a repair mechanism. The upper part of the graft is considered a clone because it has the same genetic structure and properties as the original tree. Number 5. Why is grafting the only method to multiply Yoshino cherry trees? The Yoshino cherry trees are fertilized by pollen of different varieties, but has a property that fertilization cannot be performed by pollen of the same variety. Number 6. Why are Yoshino cherry trees so popular? Flowers bloom even from young trees, and they grow fast. The number of flowers is very large, and they look very gorgeous, because the flowers bloom first before the leaves come out. Since they are clones, they bloom and fall all at once in the same area, and thus they stand out. Number 7. What kind of Japanese sweets are the sakura mochi or cherry blossom rice cake? Mochi sweets wrapped in salted cherry leaves. By marinating cherry leaves in salt, an aromatic component called coumarin is created, producing a distinct flavor. Number 8. What is the cherry blossom front? The line connecting the expected blossoming date of cherry blossoms around the country, mainly Yoshino cherry tree. The characteristic of the cherry blossom front is it generally goes from south to north and from low to high altitudes. Number 9. Please explain other phrases related to cherry blossoms. Cherry blossom blizzard. A term comparing cherry blossom petals scattered in the wind to a blizzard. Cherry blossoms at night. Cherry blossoms seen at night. Also, cherry blossom viewing at night. Flower storm. A strong wind blowing at the height of cherry blossom season. Also refers to the cherry blossoms scattered by the wind. Flower cloudy. Cloudy weather during the cherry blossom season. Number 10. Please tell us about your recommended cherry blossom viewing spot. It is a row of cherry blossom trees on the Mukagawa riverbank. There is no parking space, so you have to walk or just pass by car, but you can enjoy the typical Japanese riverside spring scenery. A distant mountain range, a gently flowing river, a blossoming pink cherry blossom tree on the bank, and a carpet of yellow rape blossoms in full bloom and green grass full of vitality underneath. I look forward to it every year.